You are listening to the Cigar Noise Boys. Every time I talk, they say I'm too aggressive. I was out here spazzing, now y'all get the message? On the field, I'm over reckless on my Odell Beckham. 2020, I'ma run the whole election.
DMX.
Nope. Facts by Kanye West, our next president.
Facts. Is that from his new album?
No, it's not. That's
what
from
album is that?
Life of Pablo.
There's a song on his new album that's like 2 minutes long, but I really like it. It's called
Sella?
no, something like Christ maybe.
Christ-like?
Christ-like, there you go.
I don't know if that's the name of it, but I know he says that in it.
Anyway,
Anyway,
he says it like 100 times.
what's up, everybody? We have a short episode today, or this week. Tyler, we didn't even really get to talk about what we're going to talk about this episode. No guest this week.
In the interest of aviation security,
No, not with the holidays,
do
man.
not
No.
leave your luggage unattended at any time.
Effective immediately.
Oh my
order
God.
of the Transportation Security Administration. If you're
I
carrying
am
a bag,
so
remember,
ready
311.
for the holidays to be over, bro.
All right. Top cigars of the year. I wanted to make a list of like pictures that we could post on our Instagram, but I don't have any of the cigars that I think are the top, or I don't have most of them. So I'll throw out first, since we talked to them. This is in no order, but I love the new protocol, new cigar by protocol, or I guess their company name's Cubate Kenyo. The Sir Robert Peel Maduro. Man, that's good. I've only had two of them, but I want more. Have you tried that yet?
You said the Maduro, right?
Yes. Maduro is my favorite.
I haven't had any of those. You can't find protocol anywhere in Wisconsin, so I have not had that. So I don't know. Are you going to do all five and then I do all five, or you want to go every other?
I don't really have. I might have five. Just go ahead and give me yours.
Oh, well, I was gonna. So I think there's two ways to do a list here. You got your top five, like rotation cigars, or what you smoked the most of in 2019, and then you have like your top five releases of 2019. For me, something new from 2015 that I can't stop smoking is Southern Draw Kudzu 5-year anniversary, the Box Press Torpedo.
Huh.
It's got that Medio Tiempo wrapper. That one is a really, really good cigar. I can't stop smoking that. So that would be like my number one new cigar of... Ooh, actually, no. I don't know if it's number one. But I can't stop smoking that cigar. It's up there. And if you guys aren't familiar with Southern Draw, it's a company owned by Robert and Sharon Holt. They source their own tobacco, and then it's rolled at AJ Fernandez's factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. But I'm a big fan. I smoked a lot of the Desert Rose, the Roll to Sharon with a little kicked up a notch. That's also a box press torpedo, and I hate torpedoes. But that Kudzu and that Desert Rose smoke really, really well. So I think that's something you should definitely go out and seek and try. Really good draw, really good smoke output. And then on that Kudzu, man, that smoke is super like thick and creamy. It's a really good cigar.
Thick and creamy.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good.
I may have to add the Desert Rose to my list because I just fact-checked myself. I had the Curses by Archetype on there, but I guess that came out last year. I didn't know that.
This is another brand I haven't had a lot of.
See, I'm going to hopefully smoke another one today. No one really talks about it. I've smoked two and I've loved them, so I hope they weren't flukes. But another one that I liked this year was the Maduro version of the High Claire Castle, but Foundation Cigars.
Oh, the Ecuadorian Maduro?
Yeah, so I compiled a list for my small batch reviews, like 10 cigars I thought were box worthy and 10 cigars I thought sucked. and I was putting down all the wrapper leaves, binder, filler, to try to figure out what I liked about certain cigars and what I disliked. And
Look at you.
yeah, I'm trying to actually do some research. Anything Ecuadorian, so Ecuadorian Habano, Connecticut, I'm about. Whether it's the binder or the wrapper. So I really enjoyed that one.
I feel like that's where most of the stuff is grown is in Ecuador. It's funny, when I was down in Nicaragua, I asked the guy who works for Oliva Tobacco Company, Cuscura. He works at Naxa, the factory that makes patina, Saka stuff, some Asaka stuff, the upsetters from Foundation, and some other stuff. I asked him, why isn't like Ecuador like a travel destination for cigars? You know, because they grow so much tobacco down there.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm like, is there any factories? He said, it just doesn't work, so I don't know what that means, but you figure as much tobacco as they grow down there, you think they'd have a factory there just for convenience sake, you know?
Yeah, it would make sense.
So, but the funny thing, or what I like about Ecuador is they grow a lot of Connecticut shade there. So it's Ecuadorian Connecticut shade, but they don't have to use cheesecloth because of the cloud
Overcast?
Natural, the overcast, you know. So
Yeah.
that's kind of interesting, I thought.
Are they able to still label it shade if they don't have cheesecloth over the fields?
And that's what I asked. I'm like, well, it's not. They don't put cheesecloth, but technically they are using it because the clouds. And I asked this to Jose Blanco, and he's like, yeah, it's not shade grown. I'm like, or I forgot which one it was, but to me it's shade grown Connecticut. That's what everybody calls it, Ecuadorian shade grown, you know. Or that's something I should ask Skip one of these days.
Yeah. Have you listened to the podcast yet? Sultans of Smoke with him?
With Skip. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I haven't listened to that yet.
Yeah, so I actually moved to a better spot, so hopefully it's a little windy, but I'm in a parking garage. But I shouldn't hear the announcements now.
All right, that's sick.
All right, so you named 2 already then?
Yeah.
All right, so I named 2. Well, that one was a kind of honorable mention, but they're both in there. And then I got 2 from the same brand, man. And everybody knows I'm a big Roma Craft fan, but the Lord Humongous, the LH, the lightweight heavy, named after Sean. The box press Neanderthal, man, that's my jam. I think they made 500 boxes. It's actually the one of the European sizes that was released over to that shop that sells the Wonderlust, and it's that size but box press, and it actually has like a full leaf of that Pennsylvania Seersucker 1 Lajero that's quite a bit stronger than Lajero grown in Esteli.
Okay.
That's a great cigar. Like I said, they made 500 boxes. I think I ended up with 4. Yeah, I got 4 boxes. Lake Country, we bought 19 boxes. I think we still have 2 left. So that's a really, really good cigar. The Neanderthal is always. I have like my 2 favorite cigars are the Neanderthal HN and then the Padron 80-year Maduro. So I always, when people ask me my favorite cigar, well, are you talking about my $33 favorite cigar or my everyday $12 favorite smoke? So
yeah,
the LH is really good. And please do me a favor and retrohale that. That thing will knock your nose off. And then also, since it's the same company, Baca. Baca was probably the biggest hype cigar in at the trade show. I was lucky to get a sample from Skip and
screw you.
No, not from Skip. From John, my rep or whatever. And that cigar did not disappoint. We got 6 boxes total, 3 of each size at Lake Country. I think the only way I got some was 2 customers gave me some from the samplers they bought. My buddy Tron, Mark, he gave me a couple. And then my buddy Shane, he bought some, he gave me a couple. I actually had to go to a small batch and buy a box from them, you know, and pay a lot more than I would have paid if I got it at my shop. But, you know, we got to take care of the customers and make sure they get it, you know. So I had to go to a different place to get it. But yeah, Baca, if you guys don't know, it's a Cameroon wrapped cigar. They bought the Cameroon from the Oliva family. The Oliva was bought by Jay Cortez a few years ago, but one of the guys from Oliva still grows tobacco on the side.
Aren't some Cameroon wrappers known for being kind of flavorless or mild?
No, definitely not flavorless. Flavorful, but
not the Baca, but I'm saying like in general, anything that I see Cameroon, I don't think it's gonna have much punch to it or flavor.
No, it doesn't have punch, but I think they're extremely flavorful. The problem with Cameroon is it's expensive. One family grows it. The Miracles or Miraca, I don't know. They sell most of it to Fuente, and it's expensive. It's hard to source. It's hard to find people to work, and it's from Africa. So a lot of companies use Cameroon growing in the DR. I know the Arroyas are growing Cameroon and Honduras, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're growing Cameroon in Ecuador. And I know that Mumbacho, they made a cigar. No, that's broadleaf. I'm thinking broadleaf. Mumbacho has a Nicaraguan broadleaf. So, some cigars that have Cameroon, there's not a lot. If you think about it, there's not a ton of cigars with Cameroons. Oliva has a lot,
okay,
but they also grow a lot of their own. And then Fuente uses a lot of Cameroon. I believe the Hemingways, the Don Carlos, the Casa Cuba, I believe those are all Cameroon, and then La Aurora uses a lot. But Cameroon's really good. It's just really delicate and expensive. I haven't heard the thing about it not having a lot of flavor. I just heard that it's difficult to work with.
Hey, you're the one who knows what you're talking about on this show.
Yeah. So Baca is. I hope you can hear me. I'm this new year, man. I'm gonna try to not work so much and have more of a social life where I don't have to record a podcast at work. But I'm getting paid well. So Baca and the Neanderthal LH are on my top 5 new releases of 2019. So I already named 4. Sorry, but they're the same company. What's your? You have another one on your list?
Yeah, I want to throw in the Soapbox by Dissident.
Oh, that is a good cigar, bro.
So that's a Brazilian wrapper, Ecuadorian binder, fillers from DR and Nicaragua. That one I didn't smoke until I did a blind review on it, and I was really surprised because I haven't really tried much from Dissident, and that's a freaking good cigar, man.
Well, that's the first. One of the first 3 blends they came out with, so it's not like they had a whole bunch of stuff for you to try.
Yeah. Do you know if they, when they rebranded, did they change the...
Oh, the blends are completely different.
Okay.
And different owners, too. So, if you want to get some history on it, I was able to hang out with these guys in Austin. They did a podcast with Mike and Skip from RomaCraft, and they blindly gave... what's his name? Gage? No. I forgot his name. But the host of Tuesday Night Cigar Club gave Skip an unbanded cigar, and it was actually the Soapbox. And Skip liked it quite a bit. It's I believe before that company Dissident, they're based out of Wichita, Kansas, I believe. They worked at a shop, and then they both kind of went their own ways, but 2 owners. They were at the RomaCraft party, or one of them was their last 2 years. But going back to them, I think they had a cigar made in Honduras at Races Cubana. They do a lot of Alec Bradley. They do some Viaje, some Illusione, some HPC. And then I think they had La Aurora make one too, I think La Aurora made one too. So it's completely different. Now it's made at Black Label Trading Company's factory, Oveja Negra. And that Soapbox is nothing like James has come out with. It's I actually like it a lot in that big size too. The 6 1/4 by 56.
I think
That's actually a damn good smoke.
I think that's the one I reviewed.
And that's a big cigar. It's pretty solid, man. I was surprised. It's solid. But they don't really say exactly what kind of Brazilian wrapper is it. You know, it's definitely not Ala Paraca. It's definitely not Matafina.
Right. It's not dark.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, so that's a good smoke. I haven't had one of those in a while. I did smoke the Home, the Barber Pole. I mean, it was nice, but I think the Soapbox is where it's at. So, and then for me, this one came out right before the trade show. Or do you have any other comments with that cigar? I kind of cut you off there.
No, that's nothing else to say. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so, and then rounding out my list, I know a lot of you guys know I love Aganorsa. They came out with the Aganorsa Special Selection Maduro, which is a shade-grown Corojo Maduro. Now, typically when Aganorsa would use a Maduro on their wrapper, it would usually be Mexican San Andreas. So this is like the first Maduro they grew, cured, fermented themselves, you know. So it's kind of a big deal for them, you know. And actually, I think all their releases at the trade show featured that shade-grown Corojo Maduro. The new Lunatic sides, the Loco, the Guardians of the Farm, Night Watch, which when those first came out, I had problems keeping those lit. And then I after about 3 months of sitting in the humidor, they're smoking really, really good right now. But that selection has the pigtail, I believe, with the big silver foil on it. That's a really, really good cigar. And if you haven't tried that, the Lunatic, that's too big, man. I think the smallest is 6x60 for it's a Perfecto. No, not 6, but for 4x60 or something crazy. But it's a double Perfecto, which isn't my jam. But that special selection by Aganorsa was really, really good.
Nice. Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Scrolling through CigarNoise, the app. Looking through what some people are smoking. On New Year's, we have Rod smoking one of the Davidoff small batches. I'm not sure what number it is. Rich, Crazy Canuck, in other words. He's smoking Patina, Connecticut. Rounding it off, we have Cigar Set 23 smoking the Diplomatico Mombacho. Speaking of that, have you seen their new marketing? Their branding?
What do you mean new branding?
Dude, go on Instagram and find Mombacho.
Okay.
Just complete 180 from what they were doing before. Different than anything else another cigar company is doing from what I can see.
When did they change this, bro?
It's been, I don't know, I thought it was just like one photo shoot and they keep posting pictures and it's just wild.
They need to do something. It seemed like that brand went a little stale.
No, I agree, but
they needed to do something.
This is an interesting take. Did you find it yet?
Is it as bad as Nomad? What they did after they bought
Nomad?
After Ezra Zion bought.
They just didn't do anything with it, I thought.
No, Nomad, they completely changed every packaging. Dude, you gotta check that out.
I know
crazy.
Ezra Zion said they were gonna like save their crazy stuff for the Nomad label, but I've only seen like 2 of their small releases come out for that.
Okay, I'm on Mombacho.
Mombacho cigars.
I don't see
any. Okay. Picture of this chick in a bikini, and the cigar is being held by her string. Very up close shot. Another one. This lady in a very low cut dress smoking a cigar, and she's on a piano. Like, what? It's so different. So I guess it started. The first picture of this new group was December 16th. So this is all within a month.
I when you said, for some reason I thought like bands.
No. Just
okay.
marketing on Instagram.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't see that until now.
All right. Well, I don't know if I've counted 5 yet, but last one, and I haven't found this anywhere since the trade show. Admittedly, I haven't really looked online, but the Antigua Esteli Maduro. as well. That was, I think, one of the top of the trade show, where they won an award for, I think, new brands at the show. But really like that cigar. I love the artwork on the band too. I know I sent one of those to the Cut Everything Richie.
I think I bought one when I was in San Diego. Now, okay, would you do have a? Now you don't get to smoke a lot. You're kind of like Rich, where you smoke. You know, you do the blind reviews, but you don't get a lot of time to smoke. Is there like, do you have 5 cigars that you went back to numerous occasions over 2019? You know, that it doesn't have to be like a new, but something that you've gone back to. You know, if you want me to go first, I can.
I'll go first with a few. So I've been,
Okay.
I'd say the last few months reaching more for Tatuajes.
Okay.
Not the Tiff, the Bride. I've been smoking a lot of those. The Me Too.
Oh, they still have those in California?
Oh yeah, the Me Too
Yeah,
I like better than the original Mexican Experiment.
Okay.
Black Label, I'm about it. Also, what I just smoked. Well, just when I come to West Coast,
Exactly.
I'm grabbing just anything Roma Craft. Those Intemperance Whiskey Rebellions. I just did a small batch review on those. Good stuff.
Nice.
Because they ran out of Neanderthals.
Yeah, Neanderthal's my jam. So for me, it's pretty easy. You know, before I go there, I think a really good cigar from 2019 is the Tatuaje 2003 Series L Cajonu, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
That short little guy, it's like $13. MSRP before all your taxes and shit. That little cigar is fucking awesome. It's rolled by one guy in Miami. I did a one puff review on it, and Pete actually commented on it, which is cool.
Sick.
And confirmed some stuff. Yeah, so that's rolled in Miami. That's fantastic. So for me, if you're going, you know, stuff I routinely go to, Patina, Connecticut, especially in the Churchill, and then Patina Habano in the Robusto, Roma Craft, Neanderthal, HN, I go to routinely. Any of the Neanderthals, especially. So when I work, I'll smoke a lot of cigars, and I'll end it with either what I'm doing for the one puff review, or a Neanderthal SGP, Shaolin Pool, the Huck Speed, or the I'll go either extremely full body with the Neanderthal or extremely light, and I'll go with the Intemperance, Ecuadorian Connecticut, the Petite Robusto size. Virtue, I think is what it is. That's a great, it's weird when you smoke all these full body and you go something that's light and airy, not airy, but light and mild. That's a really good cigar.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tatuaje, the monsters from 2019, bro, Tiff is smoking great right now. I can't wait to smoke the Chuck in a year, but Tiff, go out there and buy some Tiff, man. I think 2019 has been the year of the Connecticut. I smoke a lot of Connecticut now. It's weird, like I started off smoking milder stuff, and then I went full body, for like 5 years straight, and then recently, man, whether it's the Southern Draw Connecticut, the Patina Connecticut, the Aganorsa Connecticut, the Tiff, the Highclere Castle, the Intemperance Connecticut, the JRE Aladino Connecticut, the Henry Clay Warhawk. The Saka Brule. There are so many good Connecticut's out on the market right now. Even that fucking Cohiba Connecticut is good, you know. So,
they make a Cohiba Connecticut?
Yeah, it was they had it at the launch party at the trade show this year.
Oh, so you're not talking about Cuban?
No, this is general.
Okay.
The Dominican
Gotcha.
Cohiba. That's a nice cigar. Shit. So yeah, if you find yourself that you smoke a lot of, and even the Black Label Deliverance Connecticut is really good. Greenhorn or the Yellow Jacket I didn't like, but the Deliverance Connecticut's good. So if you're somebody who smokes a lot of full body stuff, go back to Connecticut. I think they make a lot of good ones nowadays. A lot of different strength and flavor profiles, and definitely go and try Connecticut's. Is there? Go on.
Yeah, one thing I'm gonna start trying to do, see if I like to do it, because your nose, pretty much your olfactory senses, once you are around something for a while, you don't smell anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about every time I'm sitting down to smoke at least 3 cigars or 4, go back between maybe something a little bit fuller-bodied, something more mild, just back and forth. So I'm working out my palate and nose a little bit, getting that full experience. Inundates the senses.
There you go. I feel bad that I don't know if you're gonna keep this in, Dom, that you got to go in there and edit some shit out because of the my freaking AirPods.
Yeah, no, it's
whatever the fuck they're called.
It's all good. I'm just gonna put out grading for another hour and a half and just sit down and smoke and edit.
Yeah. I need to get. I gotta stop working. I think overtime's gonna go away fairly soon. You know, with the holiday at the airport, man, everybody's traveling, so it's so busy. People are using all their vacation.
Yeah.
You know, so is there a brand in 2019 that you feel really took off and is doing, you know, really well, or you think like on the top of their game right now?
That's a good question.
For me,
go ahead.
I'll go first. Yeah. I would say Foundation. I think ever since they hit that number 3 cigar of the year with the Wise Man Maduro, they have been on fire. That Tabernacle, the new one, the Havana seed, is smoking so good right now. If you haven't had that one in a while, which I smoked a bunch of them when they first came out, and we're selling them by the box. Like, people were coming and buying handfuls of them, and we were burning through boxes and boxes of them, just like we are with the Menelik now. So the new Tabernacle is smoking really good. If you haven't had it since it came out with last October 2018, go back to it and try it. They're smoking really well. I went back and smoked the Tabernacle, the regular one, the broadleaf one. Those are smoking super well. The El Wednesday is still one of my favorite. That's Nicaraguan Puro. It's pretty much all Corojo, a little bit of Criollo in the, Corojo 99, a little bit of Criollo 98 in the filler. Those are smoking really well. The High Clerk Castle Maduro's doing well. The Menelik, we can't keep that puppy in stock. Those keep selling out. So Foundation is on top of the game right now. And then with that new Grasshopper thing they're coming out with, man, if you go to an event with Nick, I think Foundation is I think it's the hottest company right now. So yeah. And then they got the whole flavored infused thing too. They got the whole Upsetter line that people forget about. So that brand's kicking ass, man. Do you have any disappointments for 2019?
Well, real quick, I'm gonna throw Kazdagli in there as a brand I thought picked up a lot of momentum this year because they're fairly new to the U.S. market, I believe.
Yeah.
I know. Ladies at the TLE podcast, they rave about them. I smoked a Cottontail yesterday, loved it. Then they did that Pony Express with Small Batch. So I thought
I like that.
They made a lot of headway this year, at least from what I can see on social media.
Especially in the midst of changing their name from Bespoke.
Yeah.
They didn't lose any of that momentum they had going in. So
you asked disappointments?
Well, let me give you one more that's been on fire. Fuck, I just forgot. I just had it in my head. I forgot what it was. Yeah, do you have any disappointments?
I think it was this year. Campesino came out with... It was a gray band, and it was not good. But I just saw in Small Batch they came out with a new Campesino, like the Jabali or something, with a brown band. And I love the original Campesino, and I'm tempted to reach for it, but I had such a bad experience with the last cigar that I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm going to wait to see if it's one of the blind reviews I do.
Okay.
I'm still waiting on Sereno. I don't think they've come out with the new Tayano.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know about Sereno.
They came out with the A size. I smoked that on Christmas. Loved it because the Maduro XX is one of my favorite cigars.
How can you smoke a cigar for that long, bro?
I was actually competing with my dad. He
Same
had
one.
the Hamlet Solomon size, and we just sat down and smoked. It took like 2.5 hours.
Your poor dad. We'll go to that Hamlet. Yeah, this is gonna be a quick episode. I kind of feel like Warped has lost a lot of momentum.
Oh yes,
but then they're gonna pick it
yes.
up, and they got the number 2 or 3. They got number 3 cigar of the year this year. So I think Warped might pick it up, but they were kind of down. I wasn't super impressed with the Skyflower or the, So I'm curious to see what 2020 is, in store for them.
The Skyflower, the other version. It's the something Del Sol, is it?
Florida Val.
Florida Val. Thank you. I was way off.
Florida Val.
I smoked one of those and I really liked it this year.
Yeah. I do like that 1988. I don't know if that's because that was the year I was born, but I am a fan of that one. I think watch out for Patina in 2020. He's coming out with a Maduro. He's got his first shop exclusive coming out. I think Mo is kicking ass.
Yep. I mean, he definitely has a presence on my social media feed for whatever that's worth, and on CigarNoise I see him all the time. Or people smoking his cigars. I hope that translates to more shops picking them up. It's good cigars.
Yeah, he's doing well in our shop. You just gotta. It's fun to tell somebody about a brand they might not be familiar with, and then they try it, and then they fucking love it. I get people off a lot of Old Man Connecticut's and onto that one, and they're digging it.
Yeah. Also, I haven't smoked too many Viaje this year. They came out with a lot of stuff. A few people I've talked to just haven't been as excited about them as they were previously.
I'm on the.
Do you disagree?
Fence.
Are they just hit and miss? Maybe.
I think they're better than hit and miss. I think the best time of year for them is from that summer to Christmas. They come out with I thought the TNT and the C4 were fantastic. I thought the Full Harvest Moon was good. I haven't tried the Farmer Bill or Farmhand Andre yet, but I got high expectations. And then the Holiday Blend, and then they came out with the Special Sauce and the Skull and Bones. Any of those stuff I like. It's some of the craft series stuff that I'm kind of on, and I thought the Private Keep stuff was good. That's incomplete grade for me.
That's how I feel about Sereno, because I don't think they made bad cigars. I don't think they came out with anything this year. I have one Tayano with the blue label from the show. I'm hoping they do something new this year. That's how I feel. I've felt a few years now about. We mentioned Nomad earlier. Ezra Zion. Some of their small releases, like of 450 cigars total, are actually really good. But they come out with a new one every week, and I don't like some of the cheap bands. I want them to come out with maybe something that's not limited edition anymore.
Like the All My X's or something?
Yeah.
They have?
Back in the day. Because they can make good cigars that fit my palate.
Well, with Sereno, I think, his dad, I forgot his dad's name, but he's in that small, or the cheaper cigars, and he did really well with that. I just don't know if he thought that success would transfer over to the premium market easier. But
hey, Smokini smokes Sereno.
I haven't had many Sereno. I like the Wayfarer.
All right.
I think a brand to watch out for in 2020 is Dapper. I'm saying that because I hung out with Dapper, or Ian, and he's a great guy. I still haven't smoked a ton of his stuff, so I need to try more of his stuff.
Dude, get on it. El Borracho and El Borracho Maduro. Those are two awesome sticks.
El Borracho, La Madrina. Yeah, so I think 2020 will be fun. Do you personally have any cigar goals? Maybe smoke more than one a month or anything like that?
Well, I want to continue making this list so I can see what tobaccos I lean towards. And I haven't done factories yet. I should go back into this Excel document, put in the factories to see if there's any consistencies there with what I like and dislike. Because I'm telling you, 2030, man, 10 years from now, I want to have a cigar.
Your own cigar?
Yeah, I'm going to start saving up right now.
You don't need that much money. I'll make you a cigar. Give me $5,000.
I'm starting from scratch. Give me 10 years.
To save $5,000?
No, save
kidding,
up, but
I'm
I want to visit, make some more connections, you know.
CigarNoise Bois cigar line?
I wouldn't call it that, no.
I know. I wouldn't call the podcast that either. It was my choice.
No, well, Ian stole the Rooster. He has a nice looking band on that
You
new
didn't
cigar.
steal your Rooster.
Okay, it's not my thing, because there's that other brand that had a cheap cigar with a rooster on it. No, mine will look different. Don't worry.
Yeah. All right, I'm not worried. See, I know, well, that's what you gotta figure out. Is it the factory, the person who blends it? Like, for me, if your last name is Diesla, Esteban, or Raul, I'm gonna like your stuff. Romacraft, Pulsania, Guimero, Fable, Romacraft, obviously, and then Raul, Esteban's brother, Patina, Mi Querida, Tricky Trocky, Dapper that I've had. Some of the Asylum and CLE stuff I like. I'm not smoking the 7x70 or 8x80, but 5x50 Ogre I'll smoke.
You're a quitter.
Yeah, and then he also does the FQ proper. So pretty much, if Raul or Esteban come out of their factory and they're in charge of it, that's my jam. I also really like Aganorsa. So, HVC, Illusione, Viaje,
Okay.
Warp.
I know you have to go back to work, but what do you want to do this year, cigar-wise?
Good question. I need a humidor. I'm sick of using all these coolers. I need to get either 2 big cabinets or a walk-in humidor, because I'm using all my hourly money I make at the cigar shop and using it to buy cigars. So I'm just stockpiling a crap load of cigars.
Nice.
So I have to get a cooler every month, a new cooler or a new tote.
Well, I'm a step behind you. I need to graduate to the coolers.
Box buys where it's at, man.
Yeah, especially if any cigars have a 2020 on them this year, that's gonna look slick.
Sick, bro.
So sick.
I got 2020 vision. Yeah, I gotta get back to work, but I gotta walk to my thing. So if anything you want to close out with, I got a couple minutes.
Right now I'm smoking an Atabey, Mysticos, gifted to me by Dave of CigarNoise. I did this for the small batch reviewers because this is the only cigar out of I think 119 blind reviews that all 3 of us have said is box worthy. So that's a big accomplishment. I have 2 left. And I don't plan on sending any to you. I'm going to send you, actually, Rich's winnings. What did I say Rich for? Eric. No, I'm not sending you Eric. I'm sending you, Miami Made. Who's your friend? Drew?
Oh, yeah. Ace.
Yeah, I'm going to send you stuff to give him for second. And I still need to send Eric some Gurkhas for winning. Stu, I don't want to talk about it. It's over. And Cowboys are out of the playoffs.
My buddy Ace won the Romacraft League.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's Danny Vasquez, Mike Rosales, Jack Tarano. He won that. So he's getting a box of Craft 2018, all these rare stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, don't worry, big fella, I'll share with you. I'm like, you better. I got you in that. I helped him. I vouched for him.
Wait, you got him in that?
I helped him get him in the league, yeah, because they needed to vouch for him.
Well, I mean...
So I vouched for him.
Sorry, I didn't want in. I would have blown them all out anyway.
Yeah, right. You had the 2nd worst record.
Dude, shut up. You won the toilet bowl.
Yeah, what do I get for that, you asshole?
I'm gonna all my savings into a trophy with you on it on a toilet.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, go use that
All right,
toilet.
here's the 2020, man.
Gonna be a good year. Rock and roll.
Keep your pin pants strong. Bye. Bye.
Yeah.